in the world is this even possible? This can't even be real, right?
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up? Ghislaine Maxwell is actually getting a work release from prison. Yes, I said it. We're coming out straight out hot and fresh out the kitchen with this stuff. We got to get straight into this article. How? If this is entirely true, how is this even possible? Okay, a podcast host did some deep diving, finding out that not only did this convicted S-tier get moved from where she was in Tallahassee, maximum security prison, to a minimum security prison, what everyone's been calling a club fed, okay, a damn summer camp. She's been moved over there, and now she apparently has work release. So she's able to leave the prison to work, y'all. This is not a drill. This is not a joke. And if you look at the timing, guys, it is specifically, the timing is just too coincidental, don't you think? After she has a meeting with the Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, suddenly she's in a cushy new prison, minimum security prison, with other people that are doing they're doing time for white collar crimes, nonviolent offenses, and you have a convicted SO, an associate of Jeffrey Epstein, living in the same summer camp as these individuals. Like I said before, she is so notorious over there, and they have such a guttural reaction to her that she's not even allowed to do the certain activities and certain group things that they're doing, like tending to puppies and stuff like that. She's not even allowed to do that. That's how much they want nothing to do with Ghislaine Maxwell. But unfortunately, she's there because she started squawking. And maybe she squawked in a way that made Trump or the Trump administration happy. Or she said, I will say whatever you want me to say. Just get me the hell out of this prison. And that's exactly what they did. Now, we got to get into this article. This is very insane to me. This is insane, y'all. But the fact that this is unearthed and people are talking about this is a very big deal. And again, could there be a connection? Clearly, there's a connection. Clearly, there's a connection, guys. Clearly, okay? Doesn't take much math to do. There's not a whole lot of reverse math here, guys, okay? It's not a long equation, okay? 2 + 2 = 4. That's all it is. That's how I'm seeing it. Maybe you guys are seeing it differently. Comment down below and let me know what you see, okay? But let's get into this. All right, so the convicted S-tier, all right, child S-tier, Ghislaine, all right, has reportedly been cleared to leave prison on work release. What does she got to go and do? What does she got to do? She ain't got no job. What work release? You see what I'm saying? She's going to be in prison for a very, very long time. Why does she need to be working somewhere, released to go work at a McDonald's? Is that where she's going? To a Jack in the Box? To a Sizzler? You know what I'm saying? To an Olive Garden? You want some extra breadsticks? What is she doing? What job does she have that she needs to have a work release? Real talk. So podcast host Allison Gill obtained information about her security score, SO waiver, and other details after the former partner of Jeffrey Epstein was moved to a minimum security prison in Texas. This is insane. According to journalist Adam Klasfeld, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse raised questions about Maxwell's new prison accommodations in a letter to the director of the Federal Bureau of Prisons. The senator demanded to know if Maxwell received special treatment after the meeting that she had with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, President Trump's former personal attorney. Just so you know. Do the math, guys. Okay? Clearly, he's asking a question that he already knows the answer to, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse. He's obviously asking an answered question. As soon as he said it, I'm sure he was like, oh, yeah, that's what happened. He hooked her up. He definitely hooked her up. Okay. Documents viewed by this podcaster by the name of her last name's Gill. Okay. Indicated that Maxwell was given a 7-point base security score, the highest possible because she is an SO. Okay. And considered a danger to the community. Despite her score of resulting 27 in a minimum security level prison, okay, BOP policy does not allow people with an SO offender PSF, that's a public safety factor, to serve their sentences in minimum security facilities. Yet she still is in this minimum security facility. Even though she's got the highest score, she shouldn't be in this room, y'all. She shouldn't even be in this party. Okay, she never got an invitation to this party. She is notorious. She is a danger to the community, even in that minimum security prison. She shouldn't be there, but she's there. Someone has to waive the PSF to make that move. So somebody auto-penned, scribbled a signature, auto-penned a signature of some sort to let her get in here, guys. Let me just repeat that again. Her score is so high. How high is it, Pascal? That she's not even allowed. She's not even supposed to be allowed in a minimum security level prison. And that if she was to be able to be there, someone would have to sign off to let her in there. Who could that be, everybody? Do the math. You don't have to even burn a brain cell to realize that as soon as that she had that interview, that conversation, the 2-day-long interview with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, he hooked it up because she said some things that I'm sure he's trying to hide and he doesn't want other people and the public to know. We'll move you over here. Yeah, you'll get a much more cushy area, cushy spot. Yeah, we'll put you in a minimum security prison. You'll learn how to crochet and play pickleball. You won't have to worry about the crazy living situations that you were in, eating frozen pancakes, etc. Don't worry, we got you. We just need you to not say his name ever. Is that cool? Or we don't want you to say any of these particular people's names ever. Deal? Okay, you can go. So that's insane. The documents also showed that Maxwell's custody level was set to out. Guys, allowing her to leave prison to go work. Let me repeat this again. She can leave prison to go get a job, to work at a job. Where is she going to work? Where does she have to leave? What's the emergency? The dire need to get the hell out so she can go work. She ain't like a plastic surgeon that does miracle jobs on kids with cleft palates, okay? She is a monster that has skills on how to move people from one place to another, littles from one place to another, on a plane that was called Lolita Express. That's the only skill she has. But apparently she can leave to go breathe in some freedom air and work like a regular civilian. But then she has to come back to prison. Interesting, right? Gill explained that the SO offender, of course, the S offender, Epstein, okay, Maxwell's associate, also enjoyed the same ability to work outside prison after a sweetheart deal penned by his former lawyer, Alan Dershowitz, okay, and approved by Alex Acosta, who served under President George W. Bush and Trump. Guys, this is the most insane thing I have ever heard in my entire life. She is getting a little bit of certain amenities, okay? One thing I wanted her to do was just suffer. I'm sorry, guys. For someone who is this disgusting, this bad, this deplorable, they should suffer behind bars. Sounded like she was. Then when they started saying, oh, the list doesn't exist, it does, it doesn't, it does, she saw leverage. She took that as an opportunity, and now she's in a cushy summer camp with the ability to leave the prison to go work. So now she can have some semblance of regular human life. She can actually feel like a civilian out here in these streets. Again, if these allegations and what's being reported is true. The whole purpose of her being behind bars is pretty much thrown out the window now. Because it's like she's just staying at a dorm. This is ridiculous, guys. Most craziest thing, breaking news I've seen or heard of in a long time. It was wild that she got moved from that maximum security prison to that minimum security prison in Bryan, Texas. But this now takes the cake. This has got to be most definitely for anyone who's been like, well, maybe it wasn't like, no, it is. She got hooked up, period, because she had information. They don't want that information out here, and they're making her stay quiet by cutting her a cushy mother-loving deal. Now she got more things that she shouldn't even have because she's a prisoner. She is a criminal. That's what's going on. But she was able to move around because she had leverage. Look at that. Are we actually going to get justice in this situation ever for these victims or no? I have no idea anymore. I really don't. They're already trying to stifle the transcripts of the conversation that they were having with Ghislaine Maxwell. Y'all, this is true. This is actually true. They're trying to stop. They stopped it. They're not allowing us to see or read any of the transcript right now. And the judge who actually was presiding over it basically said that they're trying, this is all performative, that they're making it look like they're trying to get it out to us, but it's all BS. It's just performance. It's performative. Look at what's going on here, guys. This is absolutely insane. For anyone who's out here thinking otherwise, you need to wake up. I'm sorry. You need to open your eyes. Use your eyes to see what's really going on here. This is jacked up. Remember, they said that they were going to give us, just for example, the smallest thing, which was, it was a big deal, but I'm just saying, as simple as the extra minute that was missing in Epstein's video, we'll get that out to you guys. We never saw that, by the way, did we? Did we? There's been so many things that just, they're like, we're going to get to it. We're going to show it to you guys. Well, damn it, we're going to expose it. Here's the thing. If Trump and the administration has the information, they had the power to release that information a long time ago. But they've been very, very nervous, very, very scared, and not willing to put out information because they know for a fact there's some evil, disgusting things in those files that can make a lot of very powerful people look really, really bad. And that one of those people could actually be Trump. I'm sorry. It could very well be that. And now when we see this, where she's cleared to actually leave the prison, where she is not even supposed to be in this minimum security prison because of the severity of the crime she's committed. Come on, guys. Let's do the math and let's just call it like we see it. This girl got hooked up. This monster got what she wanted because she has leverage. She has something. And they're scared to let that out. What is it, though? That's what I'd like to know. What are your thoughts on this? Woo! I'm going to... Let me know your thoughts on this, guys. Because honestly, something ain't right here. Something ain't right. Comment down below. Hit that like button down below. Crush that subscribe button. And we'll talk here soon. Shiver me timbers. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.